Welcome back to Yaadie Hands, the place where we jump together. Enough love to the supporters. Keep the comments coming. A few weeks ago, we featured a serial entrepreneur, and you were all enthralled by her story. We could as soon count the business them one by one with we. Today, we feature a Yaadie who I call a serial philanthropist. Now, when we hear the word philanthropist, the first thing that comes to mind is money and tangible things. But did you know that there are other things that you can give? Your time, your experience, and your skills, and you will still be a philanthropist. That is what we've been harping about on this channel. You know if you have money for help. You know if you have money for share. So this Yaadie, boy, it look like God give her more time in a fair day than the 24 hours where the rest of we get. And I'm sure she's going to tell you otherwise. Drum roll for Joycelyn McIntosh Scott. Welcome to Yaadie Hands, Miss Joyce, and thank you for coming to share your story today.
It's a pleasure being here.
Before we proceed with interviewing any of our guests, you must answer one question. What makes you a Yaadie?
Well, I'm a born Jamaican. You know the song say, I'm a born Jamaican. I'm a son of the soil. Well, I'm a daughter of the soil. I've lived, I've worked, and I've played. I think that should make me a Jamaican. I love my country. I love yeah.
Miss Joyce is a very involved person when it comes on to social affairs. So I'm going to give you the rundown of the list. She's a Kiwanian. She is a member of the Jamaica Small Business Association. She's a member of the BPO GSAJ, that is Global Services Association of Jamaica. She's a member of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica. She is a committee member for the Halfway Tree CDC, and she's also a Justice of the Peace. Now, that sounds like a whole mouthful. I want you to note that some of these organizations include zero payments. So it means that she is giving of her time. And that is something that all of us can do. Tell us, how is it that you became involved in all of these organizations? What is the drive within you that makes you say, I want to do more?
I believe we all have a purpose. Every human being on this earth, we have a purpose. And we have to know our calling. I love people. My calling is to serve. I love giving. I love helping those who are less than myself. So I just have to do what I was ordained to do by God.
That's right. That's right. Following your calling. And you also formed your own youth club.
Yes,
Tell us about that.
Youth Club.
That's Sandringham Youth Club.
For years, we have been in this community and we have seen the need of some of the persons, the youngsters within the area.
Okay.
So we're off Malange Road, and the need stretches as far off Malange Road as possible. Persons have dropped out of school because they couldn't read. I took them in. My family took them in. We have taught them how to read. We have assisted, and we've gotten them back in high school.
Okay.
So you cannot live unless you live for others.
That's right.
You live for Christ. You live again. You live for yourself. You live in vain.
How long have you been operating the youth club?
Oh my God, it's from in the early 20s. It's for a while now. Because before it became Sandringham Youth Club, we've been helping in the community. The need is there, and you can't see the need. Well, I couldn't see the need. My family and I couldn't see the need and not assist. So we've been helping in several ways.
How do persons join the youth club?
As long as they're from the area and they want to, they just come in and join. They meet at Sandringham Avenue, number 5. They're from the community. They often visit the bookstore. And when they visit the bookstore and they know that there's a bookstore here, they come and get help with homework. It's helping the community, and that's what is important.
So the Sandringham Youth Club is at 5 Sandringham Avenue off Malines Road. And guess what else is here? A bookshop. Stationery World and Book Center Limited, operated by Miss Joyce.
Stationery and Book Center Limited is a family-owned business. I am the CEO. We have directors, we have shareholders. We are working on becoming that one-stop store where you can get all your textbooks and all your office supplies, computer supplies. We want to serve and we want to be that one-stop store that no one has to go all over the place to find anything. We will find it for you.
That's right. Sourced for you right here on Yaadie Hands. Miss Joyce also has a passion for helping young girls, and she has formed a separate organization just for that purpose.
Our upbringing is very important. This helps to shape the child. So whether it be a boy or a girl, there are certain things, certain behavior that these youngsters should portray. And you find that when you're on the road, what you're seeing is just not what ought to be. And if you don't fix the problem from the person is young, the child is young, then it's going to just only get worse.
Right.
Now, ladies ought to be ladies, and men are supposed to be men. But girls, you can't do what the guys do and still be a lady. So I've seen where the need exists for me to assist them with social graces.
Okay.
So I have a company called New Image Finishing School, where these youngsters have the opportunity of learning to conduct themselves as young men and young women, which will help them in their quest to find themselves and to be suited for wherever they go all over the world. Now, the arm that New Image Finishing Schools came from is New Image Talent and Modeling Agency, where we find that persons who have talent, they all have a God-given talent.
Yes.
We allow them to express themselves. So when they come, they learn to dance, they learn to model, they learn to sing, do drama.
Okay.
So you find that inner skill that they have. When you find it from an early age, you allow that to develop and you help them because some persons, we will not all have lawyers, doctors, and Indian achieve. So some person's talent will be their way forward in life. So right. So with my help, the help of the teachers, the trainers, we will groom them in the needed areas and help them to become rounded men and women. So they can find us at New Image Talent and Modeling Agency, which, as I said before, is an arm of Stationery World and Book Center Limited. So all they have to do is go online, or they come to 5 Sandringham Avenue and say, look, I'm interested. How can I be a part of it? And then the relevant persons will take them through the steps, and that's it.
Okay. This is Yaadie Hands, and we are talking to Mrs. Joyce Lynn McIntosh Scott, aka Miss Joyce, a true Yaadie who has chosen to give of her time and her experience to get involved in the social development of her country and community. Please take 15 seconds to like, share, and subscribe to Yaadie Hands and play your part in building this online community of Yaadies who look out for each other. No selfishness around here, selfless, and that's what we say. You are a full-time business owner, right? Because you have to run Stationery World and a second business, Unforgettable Fashions. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's a clothing store where we sell some of the new outfits and some are gently worn. Now we have clothes, we have shoes, we have outfits from 500 up.
What?
And yes,
500
Jamaican
dollars? That is unheard of.
Yes, well, we have them here.
Oh, okay.
We have hair products, we have servicing parts as well in the same department. And most importantly, if you're getting married, we have wedding outfits for you, different sizes.
If you only had 1 minute in a grocery store, what are 3 items that you would ensure you didn't leave without?
I'm a foodie, you know.
Okay.
I'm a foodie. So I would reach. It's not. You didn't say it's a life and death. It's just yeah. So I don't leave it out. I always have my toiletries, so that's out of it. So I'm a foodie. I would definitely reach for some form of food. A tin of salmon, or I love snacking. So I would probably find something to snack on. Chippies, banana chips, or something. As I said before, I am a foodie.
All right, that is a typical Yaadie, you know.
Yes,
Belly.
yes.
We can't leave out the belly.
No, foodie for life.
So the big question, Miss Joyce, your day are 48 hours in it? With all of your social involvement, two businesses to run, as well as your grooming school. How do you put all of that together in one 24-hour day, balance everything, and still have a nice life?
Well, I love what I do. First of all, if you don't love what you do, then you have a problem,
Right.
So you find the time to fit everything in. Sometimes you might feel a bit overwhelmed, but if you love it, you find the time to do it. One, two, I have capable staff members. I have persons who are dedicated. As I am, you have to find people who find the passion in what you do and they compliment you. And teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, that sounds like a simple enough formula, because where most of us fall down is that we spend our time doing what we don't really want to do it, we're just there by default. So here is the key: do what you love, and you will find the time to do it and do it even better. Did you always aspire to be an entrepreneur?
I tell people, it might sound funny. I didn't choose business. Business chose me.
Okay.
It might sound funny, but I grew up in business. My parents are business owners. They're entrepreneurs. They're not doing that much anymore. So, monkey see, monkey do. But to be honest with you, I think that's my calling to be, to provide employment for youngsters, persons all over. So, yes, I would say yes. I wouldn't say by default.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It came natural based on how you grew up.
Right. Because I grew up working. Although I used to work out, I worked in my family business. Right.
Okay. After hearing all of that, guess what? There's another side to Miss Joyce, She's going to tell us about a particular event that she's promoting.
Big, bad, powerful, Retroflex. It's a 80s, 90s party where you just come and you just enjoy good old music. And guess what? You can have rum cream all night. We always have rum cream special. Food will be on sale. So it's a party that you don't miss. It's a party with a purpose. It's a purpose for you to have fun while you live. Because we have to find a balance.
Yes.
And Retroflex, 80s, 90s is the balance.
Life is about balance. All work and no play make Jack Cargill dull children.
Yes.
With all your business experience, coming up from childhood up to the point now where you are pursuing your own business and you're well mellow in it now, what is the best piece of advice that you would give to an upcoming entrepreneur?
All right. What I would tell anyone who wants to become an entrepreneur is that it's hard work. Let me say it again. It's hard work. If you're not willing to work, leave it alone. All right? So you have to come. You don't have to have everything together in the beginning, but you just come prepared to work. And remember, with God's help, all things are possible. So know what you're about. Be willing to work hard and make sacrifice. Because if you're not willing to work hard and make sacrifice, it makes no sense. If you want good, your nose have to run. So it means that you have to make the sacrifice. And remember, the height by great men reached and kept was not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night. So I believe in what I'm doing. It's what I love. It's my passion. So with the help of my team, we're going to make it with your support.
Of course, that is the only reason Yaadie Hands exists, so that we can expose persons' businesses, persons' contribution to society, so that we can support each other's pursuits.
I want Jamaica to remember for back to school from May to September, Make Stationery and Book Center Limited your choice for your back to school needs. We have uniform, we have textbook from baby in belly until high school, and we will source it for you. And remember, all the offices for your stationery, office supply, computer supplies, filing cabinet, all that you need for your office. We have them for you. We have them. Just don't run around. Let us serve you. And also remember, the teachers we are a member of the OYOD. Own your own device. So we have your laptops here.
Okay.
And great packages with the laptops. So look no further. Stationery and Book Center Limited, your one-stop store for all your back to school and stationery need. And big up Yaadie hands. Remember, Jamaica, we deliver island-wide. So we have you covered. We know problem that parents are having. And because we know the problem parents are having, we every day try to develop different packages to help our parents. We have a layaway plan where you can come in from now and pay down little until it's time for back to school. You don't have to run up and down, where am I going to get money from? Ask about Stationery World layaway plan. Remember, we've got you covered.
Listen, you can't want it no more easier than that. From now, you can come and put on your 200, your 500. By the time September come, you will have accumulated some money that is significant enough to get your books for your kids. So don't wait until the last minute. Come to Stationery World
and Book Center Limited
at 5
Sandringham Avenue, Kingston 10. You can call us at 876-648-6071 or 298-1526. That's our WhatsApp. You can reach us on all social media platforms, Stationery and Book Center Limited.
All right, and Miss Joyce has a special promo going on that she's going to tell us about.
We have special on inks and toners and filing cabinets. There's a lot going on. Call and get more information. It's for your benefit. We're here to serve you.
All right, Miss Joyce, thank you very much for coming to share your story. I hope that somebody has found it inspiring, and thank you for the contribution that you're making to the development of your community and your country.
It's a pleasure being with you, and we have to live our purpose. As a Christian, I have to do what I was called to do, so I'll continue to the day I die.
Amen, Sister Joyce. Another Yaadie, another inspiring story. And you're invited to come and share your story too. Reach us on Instagram at Yaadie Hands, or you can email us yaadiehands@gmail.com. As usual, we're going to leave you with something to ponder. Big blanket make man sleep late. Translation: a big blanket causes a man to sleep late. An abundance of luxury causes one to be complacent and take their blessings for granted. No Yaadie, nothing make this happen to them. Because a true Yaadie is a hardworking person, is somebody who shares, and somebody who is ever thankful for the abundance that they have. Thanks for watching. Sooner or later.